Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our 3 piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below, along with the cards that I'm using for this reading. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box also. There should be a link to schedule a session. That being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. I nearly said 2, so if you feel drawn, I haven't even done that one yet though. So anyway, hello group 1, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this beautiful little green feather, then this one is for you. So the green feathers, I did a little Google beforehand of what stumbling across a green feather might mean. Although this is a dyed craft feather, if you stumble across a green feather out in the wild, it can be a symbol of prosperity and abundance and new growth. So beautiful message for group 1s to start out your reading. So definitely matches some of your cards here of growth. You've even got a card called affirmation for growth, so I thought that was quite beautiful. You've got 2 cards representing happiness. So yes, just want to play with it all day. Let's get into your reading, group 1. So you may find yourself at this time coming through a bit of a challenge. Maybe we could even start out, I matched your cards today with Wings of Wisdom Oracle cards, because you know, feathers, wings. And you've got the Kingfisher, which is about poise, prosperity and happiness. The affirmation is, I am rich with abundance, blessings and grace. Or what the feather was about, abundance. So I'll just read the back for you and we'll jump into your reading. Positive changes are due to happen in an area you are currently concerned about. This may be in your love life, finances, living arrangements, relationships, or matters of emotional, psychological or physical well-being. Put your faith in brighter days ahead. Open your heart. Give yourself permission to be free. The simple practice of mindfully paying attention to one task at a time will help you relax and recognize the blessings that seek entry into your world. What would it take to make you laugh or feel joy again? Embrace this. And I can even see this story here reflected in your cards here, where the past energy is a bit choppy, and as we look into the energy that's coming in for you, it's beautiful. So there are definitely positive changes coming in for you with the Kingfisher here. I like that this card is all about happiness. And then we got another card from a different deck which also has a bird and has happiness here, bluebird spirit. So birds might be messengers for you. You might have a special affinity to the feathered friends, or just maybe noticing them a bit lately and might be wanting to take notice of what species you're seeing, what messages they might have for you. It might be nice to just seek the messages inside of yourself as well. Google is cool, but sometimes it's nice to just go quiet and do a little meditation of the visit you've received or whatever. So, group 1, let's jump into your reading. And with all the happiness messages here, I've decided to use the Happy Tarot. So let's jump into the past energy. There are a fair few cards that have come out here, starting with the Tower. So when we see the Tower, we know there may have been an abrupt change or something sudden that's happened, or maybe not so sudden, but either way something has fallen apart here. There could be a lot of chaos in the recent past for you. We've even got the 7 of Swords next to that. So you've maybe needed to defend your situation or defend yourself. You may have been accused of things. We've got the 7 of Wands here, so it's usually a defensive energy and wanting to protect yourself against adversity or accusations or challenges of some kind. We also have the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Cups here. So the past energy does look like it's a bit of a big challenge for group 1s. You may have, I did feel like some of you, or someone out there may have lost somebody significant, and that's caused a lot of maybe chaos or pain in your world. And if that is the case, I'm truly sorry for those that are going through significant loss. The 5 of Cups is here showing a lot of grief and sadness, and the 4 of Cups is not really seeing the opportunity in amongst this. So it really may feel like the world is crashing down around you and you're not quite seeing the silver lining here. But the 4 of Cups promises that there is one. And then we have the 3 of Wands, which is more current energy. So you may be sort of just coming out of this perhaps, or starting to look forward to the future and seeking the silver lining. Maybe not seeing it yet, but definitely seeking it with the 3 of Wands here. as we look into the week ahead, the current energies, you're looking further into the future, you're looking towards happiness, you're looking, so as this card suggests, you know, you're turning your back on troubled times, positive changes are due to happen in an area you're concerned about. And then we have the King of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Star. So this is a really refreshing, beautiful energy where you're feeling connected, where you're feeling maybe heard, maybe you're having a heart-to-heart with somebody. Maybe you're being able to clear the air with somebody or find some sort of healing with somebody or by yourself with the Nine of Pentacles here as well. So you might be finding a bit of your strength again or a bit of independence, feeling like things are growing again after a challenge or change. With the Star here, you're feeling more hopeful as well in the week ahead. Things are definitely looking up. Things are looking really good. In fact, that actually sits below the Look to the Stars card on in the lineup here. So with the Star being there so close to this self-care prompt card saying look to the stars, there might be a significant shift in the stars for you this week that brings in a lot of prosperity and change and a lot of happiness for you. There's so many different ways that you can sort of seek this out. Maybe you'd like to see an advanced astrologer. I know Mapping Your Soul astrology is a good one I know of, and Astrolocherry, she's fantastic as well. But there's so many great astrologers out there if you'd like to get your chart done. But even still, you may like to just download an app that gives you really positive interpretations of your daily horoscope or something like that. But be careful with the apps and things you choose, because some of them are supportive and others are kind of fear-inducing. Like, yeah, you may know the apps already when it comes to astrology or horoscope apps. But even still, you might be learning astrology on your own. You may already know a lot about the transits that are coming in for you, or yeah, either way, there is a shift in astrology coming up this week for you, definitely. The way that conjunction is there, it's probably literally a conjunction because of the way the cards sat. But anyway, we progress further into your week ahead. We see the Fool and the Queen of Cups here as well. So there's a lot of fresh energy coming in for you where you're feeling really hopeful, maybe even taking a particular leap of faith or a risk of starting something new here with the Fool being here. The King and Queen of Cups, how they actually sat in the reading when I had them on the table was, one was at the start of the week, one was at the end of the week, and I sort of, I don't know, this could represent a couple, but the way I've just picked them up and I'm holding them, they now face each other. So you could be going through a relationship healing or just feeling a very special connection to someone in particular in your world. Even the mountain in the background there lines up, you know. So things might be really lining up for you and another person. Maybe if you're a single person watching this, it could be that the stars are aligning to bring you towards someone very special and significant in your journey. And if that's you out there, that's not for everyone, of course, but if that's you, you'd probably already be feeling it. Maybe it's a surprise, who knows? But there's definitely some really good feels this week ahead. Like you're feeling like you're good on your own as well with this Nine of Pentacles. Like you're feeling really rejuvenated and well. Like maybe spending a bit more time. There's a lot of indication of water and nature here, so a bit of time outdoors or by water, just slowing down a little bit. And with this Queen of Cups as well, I want to pull up this card actually. The last quarter moon in Pisces, it's that water energy, but it's also, it says talk less and feel more. So that could also be attributed to think less and feel more as well. And when I'm looking at these cards, they're very grounded in your energy, grounded in your body, and grounded in your feelings in a way that's refreshing, is what I'm feeling. And when I look at all these cards here, so this card might be something you're really taking advice from at this time, to just really talk less and think less, worry less, and just feel more, be more present. Like this other card suggests, the Kingfisher, where it's said to, the simple practice of mindfully paying attention to one task at a time will help you relax and recognize the blessings that seek entry to your world. And that's what I feel this is happening. You've got some blessings coming into your world. Sweet, what's the thing? Sweet, what's it called? When something soothes you. Sweet, something, I don't know, never mind. Someone will comment, I'm sure. That'll be cool. So group 1, we're going to move to the challenge area where we see the Knight of Pentacles. So things in the challenge area might be that things are moving forward very slowly for you. We have the King of Swords here. This could be a number of things. It could be, we've got the Seven of Swords here as well. So let's just hold them all, and death. All right, so for some of you, I feel like you might have been waiting for someone to change. When I looked at all of this, and they may have taken their really long time to change, and there may have been a little bit of, or a lot of deception and misleading behavior around all of this situation. May not be for everyone this interpretation, but I do feel for you, some of you, especially when I look at the relationship stuff in this reading, that there may have been a lot of challenge in the past, and maybe just moving yourself away from that has been your challenge. But with the King of Swords here and the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like when I'm looking at that, I'm hearing going about it all the wrong way. So maybe this is regards to yourself or someone else, that someone's been going about something all the wrong way. And there's a different way to go about what you're trying to achieve, or what they're trying to achieve, if you feel like this is someone else that you're dealing with that this talks about in your challenge. Like cutting corners is not going to help. It's like time to get real or something when I look at this as well. There is a need to, I think there's something you're wanting to finish with as well that's taking a really long time. And I see professional energy here. And I'm kind of like, at first I thought this is a professional you seek advice from, or that is helping you in some way. But I kind of feel now that you're the professional. So it might be that different interpretations for different people. But the challenge is that things are moving forward quite slowly, and I feel like you may not feel like you can trust everything that's happening around you, or maybe particularly with a specific person, and you'd like things to be shifting there and changing there. What helps with the challenge, with the 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, and the Empress. And immediately when I saw this, I saw almost every mum I know, just doing it all. So you may resonate with that. Some people connecting to group 1, you may be mum who is, trying to hold it all together for the family, with your job, maybe with the children, with your partner, with your other extended family, friends, all the things that make up a life, right, for the Empress here. But what this is asking of you is to take on less. Like the other card says, talk less, feel more, and the other card, just one thing at a time. With the 10 of Pentacles here, you see you're carrying way too much, and the Empress, there's another note of your accomplished energy here in this reading. So there's something about you that is, I was going to say better, or you know how to handle this with grace, or in a way that's like just taking it easier for yourself. And that maybe what the biggest challenge is trying to like navigate everything all at once, and there's so much to do, and some things just have longer, like some things take a lot longer. Yeah. Things might have been moving forward a lot slower than you'd like. Try to climb out of a situation maybe. But the Empress is here, and I think this is also asking for a lot of self-care that's required at this time, to up the self-care and be really good to yourself. In further guidance over here, we have the 2 of Wands. So definitely see the 3 of Wands in your immediate energy as well. So it's a further encouragement to, meet this crossroads with confidence and trust that you can take a different path, and that things are going to be different on the path ahead, so long as you're maybe thinking differently or changing something in some way. Because the 2 of Wands is a crossroads where we're going in a different direction, we're doing things differently. 6 of Swords is beautiful to see after that. It means, again, it reiterates that message from the Kingfisher card about something that's troubling you is actually going to be easing, and that things are going to get better. This is asking you to leave the emotional, mental baggage behind and just let the way be a bit smoother. We've got Justice here as well. So with that King of Swords and the challenge, some of you, that may be a legal situation you're dealing with, and with the Justice card here, it does show that there is a positive outcome if it is a legal situation for you, especially given that we have the 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups here. It just can also show that things are balancing out, that things, you can see there's a positive turn, that there's, for some things, like there's the good karma coming around, I'm getting. There's something like that. good karma coming around. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Cups. You can see that the union you've invested in here, or the relationships you've invested in here, that there is a lot of significant and positive change in this area. There's a lot of growth here. With the Seven of Pentacles, you may be spending more time on that, communicating clearer, or making sure things are done by the book. You know, you might be doing something for your family that ensures that you are safe and moving away from burden or stress or challenge or troubles. All of this here is you doing the right thing to get things in the direction you want them to go, and nurture the right things, and just, yeah, you're taking control. When I look at these cards, you're taking control. And then in the outcome, we have got the Five of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and Strength. So pretty, what do I want to say, maybe opposing cards, given that one is this is a lack card. This can indicate, you know, poverty, sickness, being abandoned. You know, there's so many things the Five of Pentacles can represent when it is definitely just talking about the lack. The Six of Wands now is a more victorious card, quite literally the victory card. It shows after coming through a challenge or coming back from the war, everyone is applauding the person, or everyone notices the hard work they've done. So with Strength here as well, and that just seeing how you've gained control, like you've taken your power back perhaps, or you're seeing the blessing in a challenge and you're going for it. This shows in the outcome that you turn that around. You really do turn something around that has been really the opposite of good, right? Let's just call it that, into something really positive and beautiful for yourself. Like you've come through, like maybe this is, for some of you, this is like a survival story where you've come through something really, really traumatic and challenging for you, and you've really shown, you know, yourself, the world, the universe, what you're made of. And this could be very inspiring to other people, the way in which you rise up out of this. And it could be inspiring to the people in your household. It doesn't have to be the worldwide, you know, scene here, but like you're definitely showing up and showing your, I want to say true colors, and that's a good thing. Showing your strength, showing your ability to overcome challenge and make something great out of it. Nine of Cups is on the bottom of the deck, so you've definitely got wish fulfillment coming in this week. Five of Wands and Ace of Pentacles is underneath that, the Ten of Swords, Temperance. So for some of you, may resonate with leaving behind a relationship or a situation, Ten of Swords, right? To have a new beginning and just move away from the fighting, just to allow yourself to have peace and set things up for yourself. I saw the Queen of Wands underneath that as well, so that is leadership and taking control for sure. So we saw the Kingfisher card, about happiness, taking it one step at a time, things getting better. We saw the literal card of happiness, and this is just a perfect extra message to say to you that things are getting better, and it is a time to really focus on your happiness, or what can bring you happiness, and not letting yourself perhaps get attached or pulled down into something. In fact, I do feel Group 2 is important for some people, just because I have seen one of the Oracle cards already, and just now I'm like, oh yeah. So not everyone, if you don't have time or you don't feel like it, that's fine. But if you do need the extra support or feel there's more of a message about this challenge, I think Group 2 might be right for you. Or Group 3, I don't have no clue. Maybe go back to the start and see the picture again, see if something different jumps out like that. Maybe Group 2 already did in the beginning. We have the Affirmation for Growth card. We'll go to the book for this beauty. Growth is necessary for life. The opposite of growth is stagnation, and no one wants to be stuck, sitting still and never moving forward. Growth takes effort, and sometimes it can be scary. It doesn't happen by itself. You have to nurture and feed it, whether it is body, spirit, or some part of your life, like a career or a relationship. What do you want to grow and prosper in your life, and what are you doing to make that happen? It's asking to take action. For sure. And I just love that we got the green feather for that as well, because it was the growth was the first thing I noticed when I did a little Google on stumbling across a green feather. Talk more, feel less, the last quarter moon in Pisces. We had look to the stars, we already saw that. We also had meditate. That kind of goes along with this whole reading of slowing down, quieting down, you know, think and talk less, but feel more, like coming into your body, taking it slower. Be listening to bird songs. And then you had treat as well. So I think this is an important one for some reason. So maybe making yourself a really special treat that's really nutritious and delicious. Something you wouldn't normally make for yourself. Maybe something you'd see it on a fancy menu somewhere. Just, maybe something just the same as this. A really healthy but yummy treat. So Group 1, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 1. Hey, Group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the pink feather, then this one is for you. So I did a little Google, and finding a pink feather on your path, although this is a dyed craft feather, finding a natural pink feather out on your path can be an indication of unconditional love, romance, or even news of a child, or a new birth of something perhaps coming into your world, into your reality. So we do. And also I felt for myself when I was when I was looking at the feathers, thinking, well, we've got feathers this week, so I'm going to have to go through the colours for meanings. But I also felt strongly that one of the groups would be would have that message of the waterproofing oil coating that a duck has. And then I thought I would use Wings of Wisdom Oracle to match the feather, and you got duck, which is exactly that message. So it was Group 2 that had that, the one I was feeling for. So duck. Healing, skillful navigation, and ease. The affirmation is, I navigate the worlds of spirit, creativity, and emotion with grace. And I'll read the back for you, and then we'll jump into your reading. So it says here in the back, you will move through tricky circumstances without becoming entangled in drama, negativity, or ego. Your inner self knows how to guide you through any situation. Do not worry about what others think or say about you. The truth will shine through and nothing else will stick to you. You are encouraged to look beyond the worlds you know, into the realities, other realities, and ways of being, trusting that you can adapt and thrive. Use nourishing oils to create a protective barrier for your skin. As you apply the oil, imagine you are also applying a layer of psychic protection. So, a bit of water off a duck's back this week perhaps for Group 2, but let's jump into your reading and have a little look at what's going on. So, I didn't mention for Group 1, but it will here because I've thought of it. So I can see Capricorn here, Aquarius, Taurus quite strongly, Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, Libra. Yeah, there's a few there. All right, so yeah, let's jump into your reading. Oh, we could say the fixed signs. Where did we? No, we couldn't. Never mind. No, not all the fixed signs. Anyway, past energy for Group 2. We have the Devil, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. So in the past situation for you, you may have felt like this even card has said, you will not become enmeshed in drama or negativity. Maybe you've found in the past you were becoming enmeshed in some sort of drama or negativity with the Devil here. Maybe it made you feel a bit confused or uncertain with what your truth is, what really matters to you the most, and you've perhaps done a little bit of shifting or considering, because there's change happening here with the Nine of Pentacles being a very independent, free energy. She looks to the horizon, and we've got the Devil in the past. It shows that you may have come out of a period of confusion and into something a little bit more grounded for yourself. And I think what's cool is in conjunction with the Oracle card, the Tarot is the Oracle card, and she also has her hand out on her forehead, looking to a new horizon. So I thought that was a beautiful little synchronicity, affirmation for positive change as well. So you can see here that any confusion or misleading energies or toxic things you've been going through in the recent past, you can definitely see you're standing on your own 2 feet, and you've even taken off this dress here. So perhaps you've taken off an old identity or an old role or a code or something, and maybe it's only for a time. Maybe it's you needing to take yourself away from something for a while, and a certain role you play or something you do, so that you can move forward into something you need to get done, something that needs to be addressed by you, an adventure that needs to be had. maybe even the new people you need to meet along the way, with that mermaid there in the horizon. But I just see the purple dress and then the purple of the duck. So it definitely shows that, like, maybe this dress was your protection in that time, and you can sort of strip it off and, you know, move on into your day or whatever it is. So if you're dealing with something, trust that you've got protection over you, and it's not going to taint your insides, or, you know, don't let it ruin your day, that sort of thing. If something comes up, it could be anything just minor, it could be something more close to home for you, but try not to let these challenges that you're dealing with, maybe externally, ruin or your day or what's going on inside of you. I think that's the biggest message from all of that there. But within the current energy, we see the Nine of Pentacles, so you're perhaps striving for more independence and to just feel good within yourself. You might be looking to share a lot of what you have as well. Like, you may have a lot of abundance around you, enough to share, especially given as she has this full table here. So she's definitely, you know, wants to provide for her family or the people that she cares for the most. She wants closeness. That might be something you're wanting a bit of closeness. And it could be a challenge at this time as well, because we do have in the current energy week ahead, we have the Hanged Man, the Eight of Cups. We also have the Tower here as well. So there is some challenge for you to move through potentially at this time, feeling a little stuck by it all. But with the Eight of Cups there, it's like you're really wanting to let go of the frustration and remove yourself, but you may be feeling very bound to it for whatever reason. Maybe it's, you know, something that can't exactly go away. You know, maybe it's to do with family. We do have the Wolf Spirit and the Ancient Oak Spirit with family and strength here just above these cards. So for a lot of you, this could be a complication within your household, within your family situation, and you're trying to hold it together and work this out as a family unit. And that can look different for everybody. And for others of you, maybe you're going through a different circumstance that's really challenging, and it's your family that has your back, that is your strength. You can really lean on those people. Or even you may feel that your family is in spirit. They may be your guides. You may feel more like family for you in this lifetime. Or, like I said, the people family that we have around us as well, or our friends that we consider family. You know, it's really indicating that your closest support network is there for you, and to lean on them is what it's trying to say to you. And that any situations with family you can work through these things with your strengths. And to really, with the Strength card as well, I think it's about holding strong as well. You may be dealing with a difficult family member. We have got the Emperor in the challenge, so it could be your father or a father figure that's really challenging. But you're really asked with this card to stand strong with your own truth. In fact, I'm going to go to the book. Have I got it on that page? I don't. I will go to the page. I feel like going to it, so we will. What are we going to say? This card represents standing strong in your truth. Yes. It appears as a sign that you need to step into your strength, or conversely, when you are responding to a situation with too much strength. Recall how a strong wind will cause the flexible willow to bend, but the rigid oak branch to break. The appearance of ancient oak spirit may also foretell mystical experiences ahead, and I do feel that actually. I felt that when I saw this little mermaid on your path ahead. Like, there is a mystical experience coming for you. Something like you meet someone or something special happens that's very like a mermaid. How often do we see a mermaid? Something very rare and special. So oak spirit reminder, power. Yeah. Traditionally, this tree has symbolized endurance, strength, mystical wisdom, courage, and nobility. Remember that inner strength means speaking your truth without guile or over-explaining yourself. It means living with full authenticity, even if everyone seems against you. The oak tree doesn't need to overtly declare its power, it just is. There may be a blockage in your life, or one soon to come. Now is the time to amass your inner strength and move beyond it. This is a card of good fortune. If a dream has eluded you, know that you have the fortitude to achieve your goals. Help from mystical realms is at hand. Believe in your own inner strength. What are currently obstacles will be tomorrow's stepping stones to success. I love that. Really do love that for you. So what am I doing here? Threw myself off. Okay, so yeah, so in the week ahead we do have the Eight of Cups and the Tower. There may be some explosions of anger potentially. We have someone on the phone and quite upset. They've thrown something on the ground. So you may be experiencing some of this within yourself or within another this week. We have the 10 of Wands as well. It's made, don't click away, group 2. You know, you can move through this energy, whatever it is that faces you, especially given the remembering that there's a need for perhaps psychic protection, anointing yourself with some beautiful oils, or just knowing that you are not a part of, maybe in some way, like something you can use to perceive the situation that helps sort of separate yourself from the ego, or the negativity, the chaos, or whatever that is that may come up here. Just sort of maybe also the serenity prayer as well is needed. I mean, we've all got our own little things that help, you know, help us stay grounded and anchored in the truth when chaos is happening, and you may need to call on those things right now or this week coming up. 10 of Wands shows a lot of burden. So she's got the phone ringing, the bag's full, things leaping out. She's doing it all. And I kind of actually got that in group, as the Empress sticks to my elbow, I got that in group 1 when I saw the Empress, about just a mum that's doing it all and has got way too much on her plate, or a parent, a father perhaps, whoever it is. There's somebody who's really, you know, taking on a lot of extra stuff right now for whatever reason, and it's really challenging. We have the 9 of Wands and the Hermit here as well, so you might be really seeking a bit of time out for yourself. You might be pushed to your limits this week a little bit, but that's okay, because you've got these skills to pull yourself away with, you know, we've got the Hermit here. She's taking a bath, she's relaxing, pulling herself into a bit of solitude and relaxation. The eight of Cups. Some of you might be studying really hard and just have a lot of study pressures on at the moment as you finish up the year. That could be the case. Assessments due and things, but there's so much going on here, I do feel, this week, and you might be just needing a bit of time out for you, which, why not go straight to these cards, because it does seem to be the theme of it. You've got here the last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love, and then you've also got nurture. So you really do need a bit of this week, time out for yourself. Just let, I don't know, wherever you can fit it, let something, you know, like maybe let them take care of themselves, or let something else, whatever that means for you. I just felt like, let this happen so that you can just, you know, don't try to control everything, I think is what that's trying to say, just so that you can make that space for yourself and do something really nice for yourself. We also do have use your hands and massage, so it might literally giving yourself a massage, finding the acupressure points in the feet, or maybe just going and receiving a massage would be nice too, or giving a loved one a massage using your hands if that resonates with you, to build closer connection with a specific person. Massage is good. But with use your hands and nurture, it shows as well that kind of everything that's happening in your world, or everything that's yet to come into your world, is by your own hands, and that you are to create these things or to do these things. And so with change in progress, affirmation for positive change, new growth, like there's a bit of chaos here. It shows that it's like, I feel like just saying screw that or screw them and just do you, and focus on, you know, healing, resting, whatever it is your things you're nurturing into life, the things you're creating, because you are a bit exhausted. 9 and 10 of Wands, just needing a bit of time out with the Hermit here this week. So in the challenge we have got the Emperor, the 8 of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. So maybe, you know, clarity with a particular person might be the challenge right now. Being the boss, this is literally a woman here, calendar circled, dinner cooking in the background, on a meeting, you know, coffee, phone call, internet, laptop, doing everything, writing down notes, got appointments and notes all around. So, and then here as well, all these study books and trying to figure out the symbols and work it all out. These cards, all of this, I think that there's there might be a message in group 1 for you now that I've said it. You probably come from group 1, who knows? But there was a message, what did it say? What was it? Something less and talk less and feel more, you know, and I was saying think less and feel more. But we've got here a lot of overthinking in the challenge, and so you may all be finding it really hard to get through. I'm hearing the word penetrate, so like get through to somebody, or to like reach something with your truth, or with the clarity, or with the insight that's needed. that you may be dealing with somebody who is very stuck in their head. This could be an external person that's feeling stuck. This could be a father. We've got the mother in the outcome, so we do have, and we've got the card family with wolf spirit here. So this could very well be a relationship that's struggling at the moment with life. Let's just call it that, because everyone will have different struggles, whatever that life stuff is for you. So Ace of Swords in the challenge means struggle with communication, struggle with seeing or understanding the truth, or struggle with clarity that will help bring ease. In what will help with that challenge, we do have Justice, Temperance, and the Two of Cups. And I like here we've got two people dating, so that might be what's needed if this is a relationship that's going through struggles, and maybe your new parents or something, and you're needing to just reconnect as a couple. Maybe that's what's necessary here. For many of you, though, this is asking for more balance, companionship, to lean on the people that are there for you, whether that is your intimate partner, or maybe it is your friend, maybe it's your pet fur creature thing, scaly, maybe, whatever they are. Your companion. Two of Cups is a companionship card. Justice is about balance, and it can be about consequences as well. So maybe you're balancing things out here a bit, and it might be a bit of what's needed is a bit of delegation, perhaps. That might be what's required, or just to abstain from something, like bring more balance into something. Maybe it's drinking too much. There might be some toxins that are causing you to feel lethargic, or maybe it's to do with diet. There's a few things that need a bit of shifting to help bring balance in, more support and companionship here, more honesty as well. Further guidance, really positive turnaround in the cards, by the way. We have the Star, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Pentacles in further guidance. So Spirit is asking for you to, with Nurture and the Ace of Pentacles, if you have something fresh that is an idea for you, then to start that, to allow yourself to have a fresh new beginning. Maybe it's within your routine, maybe it's to do with your family, maybe it's like, okay, Sundays we do this now, and every Sunday you do that thing. This could be about bringing more structure in with the Hierophant here, more playtime, more connection, more sun time, more outdoors in nature time. There's just affirmation for positive change is what's required. Positive change as perhaps a family unit, to stick together, to do new things together. If it's not about family, for others of you, this could also be you in leadership roles of other kinds. Maybe you're a teacher, maybe you own a business, or maybe you're a manager role, or something like this, where you're teaching, you're growing, you're sharing, and you're needing perhaps a little bit more structure and just optimism, and focusing on what's good and what you can nourish into being. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles in your outcome, so it shows that all of this nurturing and hard work in the outcome, you do see the results. Yeah, there's a long way to go. It is the Seven of Pentacles. Takes a while. 7 years to get. I always say this is 7 years. I love that the Seven of Pentacles is on an apple tree, because that's how long it takes to get the fruit. 7 years. You also have the Magician and the Empress. So there's a really positive progress, positive change. We'll go to these cards now, perhaps, but I loved that you're on a boat, right? You are moving through times that are perhaps choppy and changing. Water is very changeable. Sometimes it's smooth sailing, and other times it's really not. But you've got what it takes here. You're invested in something that is very, very blessed, I feel, and you've got the skills required to heal, to skillfully navigate, right, with the duck here, to invest in things that are good for you, to invest in yourself, more self-care with the Empress there in the outcome. When I'm putting cards in all the wrong places here. You are definitely manifesting positivity and more nurturing, more abundance, more connection. And for some of you, a child, because we have that pink feather here, and Magician and the Empress may mean that one day you'd like to have a child. So what are we going to go to? Affirmation for positive change. Change can be scary, and sometimes we resist making change because we feel afraid we will make things worse instead of better. The best way to get past this fear is to direct your energy toward making sure any shifts are positive. Ask the power of water to move you in the right direction, and put out your intention into the world as clearly and decisively as you can. I think that really sums up a lot of what was said in this reading too, especially with the way water is changeable, and I think it's also like to read the energy well. Action, it may seem like a simple thing, but doing one small act each day towards whatever positive change you wish to achieve will eventually move you closer to your goal. If every day you pull a few weeds, eventually you will have a neater garden. Need to save more money? Start by saving the change from your pockets and putting it into a jar every day. Want more love in your life? Put a little bit out into the universe every day, even if it seems as though you aren't getting anything back. Want to run 5Ks? Start by walking around the block. Every act that moves you forward, no matter how small, not only gets you closer to your goal, but reinforces your message to the universe that this is what you really want. That is so damn powerful. Woo! That is the biggest truth that gets you where you're going. Like, right there. It's so simple, but yeah. I think when I connect to that, I think they get this message that sometimes we want to rush and get to the outcome and the good times and the sparkly horizons. But anyway, change and progress. Change can be frightening, says it again. But there is no progress without change. Think about the Nile River in Egypt. Every year it flooded, which seemed destructive, but those very floods were what nourished the soil, making the lands of the Nile Valley along the most fertile in the world and allowing them to build up amazing civilization. Use the flood times in your own life, the times of trouble that seem out of your control, to push you in the direction of positive change. But also remember that water can be directed, and make sure that your energy is taking you where you want to go. Divination. I'm just going to read this because it says the Tower and we've got the Tower. Not unlike the Tower in the tarot, this card may be an indication that your life is in a time of change and flux, not necessarily in the ways that are all pleasant when you are living through them, but remember that when things fall apart, it gives you the opportunity to rebuild them in ways that are more productive and positive. Or maybe you are finally achieving those things you have worked towards for a long time and making serious progress towards your goals, in which case, hurrah and keep going. So we also had those cards you saw before, family and strength, making time for self-love and nurturing, and you had the use your hands and massage prompts as well. So group 2, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that and actually I'll mention as well, Ace of Wands on the bottom of your deck. So you got 3 aces in this reading, although that one is in the challenge. Honesty, communication, clarity is maybe challenging. What is here for you is fresh energy, fresh inspiration, and potentially fresh new beginnings physically, whether that is financial help or a new routine or something new that may be coming your way. It could be a gift, a new beginning. So yes, group 2, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it has given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And if you're after a private reading, you can book that in the description box below. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you have chosen the yellow feather, then this one is for you. So I thought it was pretty sweet to see the feathers today, and I thought I'd match them up with the Wings of Wisdom Oracle card, and I didn't. There was a beautiful happy accident that they kind of matched in color as well, like the greenish card going to the green feather, the yellow card, the yellow feather, and then you even had the yellow canary, right? So this message is all about delight, joy, and surrender. The affirmation is, I sing my soul song with joy. So the yellow feather for group 3. And I might just go straight, I think I did with group 2 as well. I'll read the back of this card and then we'll jump into your reading. So, reconnect with your true self. What do you feel, think, or enjoy? What would bring more delight and happiness into your life? Break from your usual routines and give yourself permission to be quiet, to be in solitude, and to heal. When you are ready, you will burst into soul song once more. Canary is a positive sign that new energies of light, happiness, and expressiveness are awakening in your world. You will find and share your beautiful soul voice with the world. Perfect. beautiful, and it really matches a lot of the cards you have in this reading. So group 3, let's jump in. We can see here on the table I got Gemini, Sagittarius, Aquarius are here, and Cancer as well. So that could be what someone you're dealing with, but it doesn't have to be, of course. Let's start with past energy with the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, and the Three of Cups. So a really positive start out to the reading with the Knight of Pentacles, Magician. It shows that there is, well, first of all, the Knight of Pentacles, you've got a long way to go, right? And that's what we see when we see that. But it's headed towards the Magician, which is showing a great amount of capabilities that you've developed with the recent things you've been going through, the ways in which your life maybe has slowed down, or the ways in which your life has changed. You've got here something really worth celebrating. There's something really, really, really blessed. There's a lot of growth here for you in immediate future, immediate past, so current energy perhaps. There may have been a celebration just recently, perhaps a birthday for some people, or an occasion of some kind you might be celebrating with friends. But what I feel here for the most part is that the changes in the ways in which your life has been asking you to step up has been really, really beneficial for you, and it feels like a lot of good things are lining up for you, even though it may seem like it's a very slow journey with a lot to go through to get somewhere, or maybe you've already just come through something and haven't completed something. For some of you may have recently graduated or finish a course of work or something like this. You might have completed something, so cheers and congratulations with the Three of Cups there. Celebrations to be had. And then in the current energy we have the Nine of Cups, so there is wish fulfillment in and around your world right now. But just as the canary suggests, we'll find your soul voice and share it with the world. There's happiness and lightness coming in. You can definitely see that here for you. I felt Leo in this reading as well, because the Six of Wands is there, but no major arcanas are here for Leo. But I felt like mentioning it, and now just seeing the crab and the pussycat, because it's like Cancer Leo, so I'm going to mention it. But we have the Five of Pentacles next in your reading. In the week ahead we have the Lovers, we also have the Ace of Swords. So you have obviously here got some profound wishes to turn something in your favor, right? Because the Five of Pentacles is here, and the way that Nine of Cups looks at the Five of Pentacles, it makes me feel like you're just sitting there like, yeah, I've got this. You know what? I've actually got this. I feel like you believe in yourself at this time. If you are a little bit, look, Nine of Swords is in your reading, so if there are some parts of you that feels a little down or doubting or fearful, I dare say that majority of the time you really have got this, or you're getting more along the lines of I've got this. Like, you're really feeling more confident. You've got the truth here with the Ace of Swords. You've got the choice. The biggest choice you're making right now is to stand by your own truth and to follow through with the things perhaps you've started, or to step up to some sort of challenge, because you just know that you've got what it takes, and you are going to turn this situation into a blessing if there is some sort of loss here with the Five of Pentacles. Maybe for some of you just been under the weather a little bit and your health has taken a bit of a toll. You might be needing to make some choices to bring a bit of health back in, whether it's seeing a professional, getting some supplements, taking more rest, more exercise, whatever it is your body needs. Maybe mental health as well, with the Ace of Swords being there. You might be making some shifts and changes to support your own mental health right now. But either way, the challenges your life is facing, you're so up for them. We have the Queen of Swords, Temperance, and the Fool here in the end of your week as well. So having seen the Ace of Swords, that Lovers that's here as well, like you are definitely prepared for what is here on your path right now, and I feel like ready to make some sort of plan. There is a decision to be made, I feel, with regards to where to go or something like this. Where did I see that? I saw it somewhere. Don't know where I saw it. I just felt like I saw a broom here somewhere. I'm not seeing it right now though. There's like this feeling of like a bit of uncertainty and not too sure where to go. And for some of you, you might be relocating or something like that, or you might be moving. There might be a big change happening and a bit of uncertain about how that's going to unfold there. But with the Queen of Swords in your immediate energy as well, the week ahead, you're being very discerning and careful. I think you're getting a lot more rest or balance in your routines and what you're doing. And with the Fool here, you've got a lot of freedom coming in as well. If you're taking some sort of leap with the Fool, you're ready to go. Perhaps there's a new adventure that's awaiting you. I can see that here as well in your outcome energy, that you are actually about to go on some sort of adventure or have some new freedom or new expression in your life that's going to be really, really fun or beneficial for you. Queen of Swords, I want to get something on. The Sun, okay. Anything else? The Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. So I feel like, did I say Queen of Wands? I said Queen of Swords. What do we get? The Queen of the Sun and the Two of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is you looking on the bright side, and with especially Two of Pentacles, Temperance here, like it shows that there's still changes to be faced. There's still a bit of, you know, resistance or rocking here, or you know, the old and the new, still sort of juggling those different aspects of yourself or different responsibilities of life. But I do feel here things, yeah, really, really balancing out for you. Delight, joy, and surrender. So in the challenge, we have got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And when I heard that, I heard series of unfortunate events. So for some of you, you may feel like you have been a victim to circumstance, or there's been some series of unfortunate events. Maybe, honestly, over the last few weeks, if I look to the collective in my reality and the stars, you know, the Uranus and, Uranus in Taurus, Mars in Scorpio, opposition. We've got a bit up there going on, and I'm seeing it play out in life where there's shocks, there's bumps, there's surprises over the last few weeks. And I feel like, you know, when I saw this card, I thought, okay, maybe some of group 3 have been feeling a bit of that, and maybe even in the people in your own reality, you can reflect over the last few weeks, have people been going through a little bit more abrupt change or challenge or something along those lines. You may notice it. If not, you might notice in yourself, because you have got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. 9 of Wands, 4 of Swords, all in the challenge. So feeling like, yeah, a little tested by the universe, a little tired, having to maybe defend yourself or protect something you own or something you have rights to or something. I don't know why I'm getting the 9 of Wands, wanting to protect their work or something. It's like protect copyright. Is it copywriting or is it something like that? I don't know. But yeah, just sitting with a lot of stuff at the moment and not really feeling like when you're resting with it rather than, I don't know, just get that with the cobwebs. So maybe some of you might feel like you're still holding on to more than you'd like. Maybe a aura cleanse or something will be beneficial. Clearing of some kind, clearing out the old cobwebs, you know, clearing out the old. Letting fresh air come into the home, letting sunlight come into the home. Sunlight's a great clearer. What will help with the challenge? You have the Page of Swords, 7 of Wands, and literally this could be protecting your work here, and the Star. But defending yourself might be necessary, sticking up for your truth, standing up for what you believe is right, doing your research within this situation, whatever it is required for you to understand or gain more information around. The Page of Swords is asking you to leave no stone unturned, to really do your research, to get all the information required. And 7 of Wands, continue to believe in your own good nature, to continue to defend yourself where necessary. And with the Star here, be hopeful for a good outcome. Be hopeful for blessings in your future, because the Star is absolutely bringing in a lot of blessings for you. Underlying energy I want to go to now for some reason is, maybe it's to do with that Star and things aligning for you. But we've got the 3 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands is underneath that as well, which I feel like both go kind of together here, because they talk about community and working together and coming together. We've got collaboration here, we've got celebrations, we've got like minds, we've got soul tribe energy. So these are all things that may be shifting in your world or growing or coming into your world. Further guidance, we have the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. 6 of Swords, so you're leaving old chapters behind with these 2 9s here. Maybe doing it all on your own, and I think you might require some help, so leaning on people that are there for you. Letting yourself, I think, let go of the stress, of course, with the 9 and 6 of Swords, because this is anxiety and sleepless nights, insomnia, you know, really stressing out here. But the 6 of Swords is asking you to let all of that go and allow yourself to come into a more calm time in your life, and let yourself have peace. Start your day gently, or bring gentleness into your day. If your mornings are chaotic with little children or something, like bring moments of peace into your day wherever you can, to slow down a little bit. Remain independent where you can as well. I'm feeling with the 9 of Pentacles, just stay good in your own little area, you know, take care of what's yours and what's good. Trust that you are so abundantly provided for. In the outcome, we have the Page of Wands, Chariot, and the 6 of Wands. So I kind of feel like no matter, you might have literally 2 options right here to go on this adventure in this one way, and it's going to, you know, there's great things over there, or you could go this way and there's great things here as well. It's kind of getting like you could do 2 different things in this outcome here, and that might not resonate with everyone, but some it will. And for those that resonate with it, could go either 2 ways and they kind of look good. It honestly shows that, like, I feel you'll be fine either way. Just go with what you want and what you feel. But we take a little bit of time to reflect so you can make that choice if you are facing that type of choice. But either way, I do see in the outcome a lot of lightheartedness and just enjoying the journey as you go. That new, what did this card say about expression? Happiness and expressiveness awakening in your world. That's what I feel with the Page of Wands here. Like, you're getting these opportunities to perhaps meet different characters, try different things, learn from these different characters and experiences, moving forward with more confidence, and just letting your work be seen here as well. For some of you, it's about launching or delivering something that you've worked on really hard and letting the world see it. So with the 6 of Wands, you've got a victory card there in the outcome. Very, very positive outcome for you. And then we'll go to your oracle cards. So we had the joy and surrender with the canary and the yellow feather. We also have earth magic, which is all about planting new seeds, having new beginnings, taking time to care for the earth. I think this is also about being grounded and practical with the things that you do. Practical magic, perhaps. That's a movie, isn't it? Let's have a look at little marker, because I have 2 from this deck. And where was it? Let's just go to take the action. So take a walk and pay attention to all the things growing around you, or plant some seeds in a garden or a container inside. There is a certain magic in starting new life in the soil and watching it grow and blossom. For something even more practical, do something good for the earth, like planting a tree, cleaning up litter, or creating a welcoming space in your yard for birds and critters. As you do any of these things, be mindful of your connection to the element of earth and fill your heart with gratitude for its gifts. This card is telling you to do something magical. Magic means something different to each of us, but pick an action that seems magical to you, and that will connect you to the element of earth, and do it today. It doesn't have to be long and complicated, although that's not a bad idea either. Magic feeds the soul as the earth nourishes our bodies. Do something magical, your spirit will thank you. You've also got give into your passions, so that could be that very same thing. So doing something magical, give into your passions. Have fun, the things that bring you joy. Let's go. Do something today that gives you a burst of energy and satisfaction. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're doing something that sparks that fire in your spirit. If you love to cook or bake, do that and share it with friends or family. If you are a creative person, work on your art, writing, or whatever it is that you get the most pleasure out of creating. Does helping other people bring you that feeling? How about digging in the dirt in your garden or flower bed? Do that, even if only for an hour, half an hour, if it's all you have to spend. Or, you know, there's always intimacy. That counts as passion too, as long as you're doing it with the right person for the right reasons. Light a fire in your body, mind and soul, and revel in the gifts of the element of fire. This card is probably telling you that you are working too hard and playing too little. Are you putting aside enough time to do the things that you are passionate about? Have you even allowed yourself to consider what those things might be? If the answer to either or both of those questions is no, you might want to consider giving in to passion. Remember that we all draw energy from the well of our spirit, and if you don't occasionally do something to replenish that well, sooner or later you will come up empty. And it may seem frivolous to spend time doing things you love just because you love them, but life can't be only about doing what is necessary and practical. Leave space for passion of the heart. Make time for the people and activities that bring you joy, and all the other aspects of your life will benefit. I love that message. That felt really poignant for some. We have the last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. You've been given permission. You also have the reflecting pool of stillness. So you've got a lot here asking you for stillness. I think this was to say it as well. Give yourself a quiet, break from your usual routines. Give yourself permission to be quiet, to be in solitude, and to heal. And when you're ready, you will come back out. So yeah, you're needing a recharge, group 3. We have look for fairies and nourish your temple. There's a lot of fun and freedom. So that's kind of the practical things you can do to care for yourself. And then that's the imaginative things you can do to care for yourself. I like that. And then you also have pamper. So that would be nice as well. In any which way you decide to pamper yourself, you would receive it gratefully. Even if consciously you don't, subconsciously you will. So group 3, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it's given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you can book that in the description box, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3.